strangers. If you're seeing this video, chances are pretty good that at some point in the last 8 years you were planning for the Camino de Santiago and maybe found some tips and advice here that you found helpful. As a reminder, my name is Lindsay. I walked the Camino 3 times, once in 2011, 2013, and 2016. And at the beginning of 2013, before my second Camino, I was obsessed with the Camino and I just wanted to talk about it all of the time, and that's why I started making videos to help other people prepare for their Caminos as I was preparing for my second one, and to be a person that people could ask those questions of someone who had done it before, who had been there before. And my desire to do that, I had no idea that I would end up reaching the audience that I have ended up reaching in the past 8 years. It just came from a genuine desire to talk about it, and the people in my life were tired of hearing about it, so I turned to the internet, where else, and found this community of people who were looking for that information. The timing was perfect. The Camino was just starting to really explode, and now in my mind, the experience that I had on the Camino and the experience that I've had from making content about the Camino on YouTube are like inextricably linked to each other. When I think about the Camino, I think about this YouTube channel and the people who have been a part of this journey for me. The pandemic, as I'm sure it has for many people, has given me time for reflection. I turn 30 this year, which is crazy because I was 19 when I walked the Camino for the first time, and I definitely find myself thinking about these experiences a lot. And if you've already made it this far in the video, if you'll indulge me in a little bit of navel gazing, I have wanted over the past 4 years that I haven't posted videos to talk a little bit about what this experience has been like now in retrospect, what the Camino has meant to me, and why it doesn't feel like it's a big part of my life anymore. Since I posted my last video 4 years ago, there has been a solid 4 times where I've sat down and tried to film a video that I did not end up posting. Back in 2016, I could see and feel the changes that were happening, and the increases in traffic that were happening on the Camino were wild. And I definitely experienced some conflict with that over feeling like, is it ethical to be promoting this thing that seems to be dying by virtue of its own popularity? Although that's a very nihilistic take on it. Looking back on it, the Camino for me, in those 3 times that I did it, each time it felt like I had stuff to process when I went to the Camino, and it became a place of healing for me to do that. I definitely have anxiety about new experiences where I don't quite know what to expect. It still, always managed to surprise me, and it felt like a new experience every time I did it. It became within my comfort zone. I knew what to expect. I knew that it would give me what I needed in that moment, and that's why I went back. The Camino became this gateway for me for an outdoor active lifestyle. It really was. I started working for an outdoor gear company where suddenly I had access to gear, knowledge, information, people to do activities with, and that was life-changing for me. My comfort level expanded. Suddenly the Camino felt really tame to me, and it felt like it had taught me what I needed to learn from it, and I was ready for new adventures. It was an interesting paradox that 6 months after, working for an outdoor gear company, suddenly I felt way more qualified to make the videos that I had made the past few years of, here's my Camino packing list. I could have crafted a much better packing list with much better materials, and I owned much better gear. I made that video, and yet I didn't post it because it did not have that passion. It felt ingenuine and manufactured to me to be like, here's what I think now is the perfect Camino packing list, but I'm not planning to go back to the Camino. I struggled to know if it even felt appropriate to post about something else on this channel, to post about doing the West Coast Trail, or I didn't feel like there was anything appropriate to post here, so it just kind of fizzled out. And you know what, that's okay. But I also, whenever I come back to this channel and look at the comments and look at the views, which are wild to me, I feel like it's a community that I wish that I could have sustained, that I wish that I could have made this into something. And I definitely have some regrets about that. I'm curious to see who is still here. I'm curious to see who might watch this video, and if anybody even cares, and if nobody does, that's totally fine. I know this has been very self-involved, but I occasionally get comments just asking how I'm doing, and I'm doing well. Thank you so much for asking. I have a lot of exciting outdoor passions that I love. I definitely am at the point where I'm ready to break out of my comfort zone, and when I do travel again, it'll be something different. But it definitely, the Camino has left a massive impression and has been a big part of my 20s, and so have any of you who are still here. So thank you for that. I don't know when I'll see you again. Maybe now that I've been able to say this and gotten this off my chest, it'll feel more natural for me to make content that's more relevant to my life as it currently stands, and see if anyone's interested. Buen camino a todos y hasta luego.